Hey guys, what's up? Arch Crusader here. So today I'm going to be bringing you with a cost efficiency guide for crafting. As some of you may know, crafting has become one of the most expensive buyable skills in the game, so I thought a cost efficiency guide for this would be extremely helpful. So anyways, I hope you like this video. So the first method that I'll be talking to you about is training at a citadel at your Citadel Loom. So one of the advantages is, of course, you get a fealty reward for every time that you cap. So, a free 9,700 XP. So that's pretty much a Jack of Trades book. Well, the normal version, that is. But anyways, let's just get into it. It's pretty AFK, and the XP isn't too bad either, 223k XP per hour. And of course, it's absolutely free, which is definitely one of the best advantages of this method. And so after about 1200 resources that you have collected, then you can get some bonus XP. And for the crafting option, then it is about 58k or so crafting XP. Let's see, we got it here. 58,175 bonus experience, so not too bad. So obviously with this, then none of you should be doing stuff like gold bracelets or anything like that, just because this completely blows it out of the water. And as you can see here, I'm getting some pretty good XP with the bonus. And the only disadvantage of this is that you can only collect 2,700 resources per week. So, that means you can only get about 290k-ish XP per week, but, absolutely free. And that slow accumulation will eventually build up and get you to your crafting goals if you need it to, or if you're pretty poor. Alright, moving on to the next method now, which will be crafting water battle staffs. At a price of $13.62 for the orb, $79.37 for the staff, and then selling the combined product for 8,321 GP, then you would have a GP per XP of 9.78, negative that is. And so if you are able to make 2,800 battle staffs per hour, which is a lot more reasonable now with the banking update, then that is 280k XP per hour, and then therefore a GP loss of 2.74 mil per hour. And to make an arbitrary XP goal, let's say for 1 mil, then for the Citadel it would take 4.48 hours to get 1 mil, and for water orbs it would take 3.57 hours. So when comparing these two, you spend an extra 2.74 mil to save 0.91 hours, and therefore you should do this if you value your time at over 3 mil GP per hour. Now onto Earths, assuming you buy the orb for 2871 GP, and then of course the battle staff price stays the same, and then you sell the battle staff for 8,918 each, then that is a GP per XP of negative 16.8, and again assuming that you can make 2,800 battle staffs an hour at 112.5 GP per XP per battle staff, then that is 315k XP per hour and a GP loss per hour of 5.3 mil. And again, to get 1 mil XP, it would take 3.17 hours. So when comparing Earth battle staffs to the Citadel Loom, then you spend an extra 5.3 mil to save 1.31 hours, and therefore you should do this if you value your time at over 4.05 mil GP per hour. Moving on to fire now, if you buy the orb for 2,270 each, and you sell the staffs for 8,292 each, then that is a GP per XP of negative 13.93, and at 125 XP per staff, that is 350k XP per hour, and a GP loss of 4.9 mil per hour. And to gain 1 mil XP, it would take you 2.86 hours, and therefore you spend an extra 4.9 mil to save 1.62 hours, and therefore you should do fire battle staffs over the Citadel Loom if you value your time at over 3 mil GP per hour. And finally, onto air battle staffs. If you buy the orb for 31.62 each and sell the staffs for 83.53 each, then that is a GP per XP of 19.97, and at 137.5 XP per staff, that is 385k XP per hour and a 7.7 mil GP loss per hour. And to gain 1 mil XP, it would take you 2.6 hours, meaning that you spend an extra 7.7 mil to save 1.88 hours, and therefore do air battle stabs over the Citadel Loom if you value your time at over 4.1 mil GP per hour. Moving on to Dragonhide shields now. Green Dragonhide leather is 3106 each. The shield sells for 5,466, and therefore it would be a GP per XP of 28.06, because keep in mind that shields use up 4 leathers instead of 3 like the bodies. So anyways, if you can do 2,000 shields an hour, so at 248 XP each, then it is 496k XP per hour, and therefore a GP loss of 14 mil in 1 hour. And to do 1 mil XP, it would take you 2.02 hours, and therefore you spend an extra 14 mil to save 2.46 hours, and therefore you should do this if you value your time at 5.7 mil GP per hour. So moving on to blues now. If you buy the leathers for 3,560 each and sell the shields for 6,606 each, then that is a GP per XP of 27.26, and with an XP of 280 per shield, then that is 560k XP per hour, and therefore you lose 15.3 mil per hour. And to gain 1 mil XP, it would take you 1.8 hours. And therefore you spend an extra 15.3 mil to save 2.68 hours, and therefore you should do this if you value your time at over 5.7 mil GP per hour. Alright, now on to reds. If you buy the leathers for 4,238 each and sell the shields for 7,858 each, then that is a GP per XP of 25.54, and at 312 XP each, then that is 624k XP per hour, and therefore a loss of 15.9 mil per hour. And so in 1 mil, to gain 1 mil XP, it would take you 1.6 hours, and therefore you spend an extra 15.9 mil to save 2.88 hours, and therefore you should value your time at over 5.5 mil GP per hour if you want to do reds. And finally, onto black d'hide shields, because you can't make royal d'hide shields. Then if you buy the leathers at 4,991 each and sell the shields for 9,624 each, then that is a GP per XP of 26.43. And at 344 XP per shield, that is 688k XP per hour, and a loss of 18 mil GP per hour. And so to gain 1 mil XP, it would take you 1.45 hours. So you spend an extra 18 mil to save 3.03 hours, and therefore you can do this if you value your time at over 6 mil GP per hour. Anyways, that's it for this cost efficiency video. I did not include gems just because they wouldn't buy for 10-15% over mid, and I already lost a ton of money making this video, so yeah. So I hope you guys really liked this video. I thought it was pretty neat because it was definitely quite revealing. I haven't checked the rates for crafting in a long time, so it was pretty interesting to see all those GP per hours. Yeah, but anyways, like this video if you liked it, comment with any comments, and subscribe for more content. Also, make sure to check out my other cost efficiency videos if you like this one, and as always, stay efficient, my friends.